My name is Gillian. I'm 42 years of age and I'm from Athy in County Kildare, now living in Portlaoise. I received my heart transplant in 2019 in the Mater. Back in 2004, I was in hospital for a routine procedure when it was discovered that I had an enlarged heart. So further investigations were undergoing when suddenly and tragically my brother Martin passed away from sudden adult death syndrome. He was away at college and he was only 18. This devastated our family, but I was allowed out for a few days to attend his funeral. When I returned, I was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy and I was implanted with an ICD. I continued to lead a normal life. I went back to hospital only for appointments, monitoring, and I think it's only looking back now, I suppose my health was always deteriorating from then on. But I continued as normal. Myself and my husband planned to start a family, but this didn't happen. We had 5 miscarriages and a few failed attempts at IVF when my consultant discussed with me that at this point I had very low cardiac output and I had gone into acute heart failure. I suppose at this point he decided that I should meet the transplant team in the Mater. But this isn't immediate, so myself and my husband, we continued as normal. And we decided in 2018 we would take a year out to travel. So we did. We went to Thailand and we went to Germany and we even lived in Spain for a few months. But we decided to come home for Christmas. So, and with the intention of going back to travel. And it's at this stage I received a call from the heart transplant unit in the Mater. They had a cancellation appointment. So I decided to go, obviously, and I went with the intention of going to meet the team, doing a bit of shopping on the way home, and just having a nice day out. But this wasn't to happen, as when I went into the hospital, I met the team and they did a few routine tests and they decided I shouldn't leave the hospital. So this is when my 5-month stay in hospital happened. While I was in hospital, I was very independent at the start, but this gradually got worse. So I went from being independent to just having to stay in bed to eventually waking up one day attached to a VAD, which is a huge machine. It consists of 4 tubes which are connected through my lower chest, and this pumps blood into my heart chambers and around your body to keep you alive. This is what kept me alive for the few months I was in hospital, with also with the help of the trained staff. Even the most menial tasks were, I needed 2 to 3 people to help me, even to have a drink of water. While in hospital, I did have 2 false calls. One call led to me being prepped and down in the operating theatre, waiting outside to just be told that I wasn't a match. But you have to look at the positives, and at least those 2 false calls meant somebody else received a transplant. It is 3rd time lucky, so I received my heart transplant on the 3rd time. It's very hard to explain how to feel after your transplant. You're so happy and relieved for myself and my family, but also the pain and hurt, I suppose, for the donor and their family. I found it difficult to put into words, I suppose, what to say, but I did write my transplant letter, my letter to the donor, the anonymous letter, So I hope this helped. My recovery was slow because I had to learn how to walk again and build myself back up, but only for the staff in the matter. They were absolutely amazing. Such kindness and dedication to me was, I just can't be repaid. To my husband, who is amazing, won't like me saying that, but even when we had to plan trips or anything before I received my transplant, he did all the work of finding places to go with no hills and quite close, and so, and thank you. And my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my 2 nephews, one of who is here, Finn, just thank you for everything. And to my in-laws, my family, friends. I do feel great now. I enjoy tennis, walking, spending time with family. Life has completely changed. COVID has set me back a little. I haven't yet to return to work, where I work as a special needs assistant in Clonmead and Athy, which I hope to return to soon. I owe it to my donor's family to live the best life that I can, and to my brother who didn't have the chance that I did. Life is so precious, and I suppose until my experience with organ donor, I never really fully understood the importance. It is a gift of life, and I just want everybody to discuss and share your wishes with your family. It's huge. It's just words can't describe. So I hope my story can start the discussion with you and your family, and it did with my own family. Thank you.